The American Civil Liberties Union of West Virginia is now suing the governor once again over his executive order allowing vaccine exemptions for religious beliefs.
Our Bailey Tucker spoke to the executive director to find out why they're continuing to fight this fight. Bailey?
Gina Payton, after their original suit was thrown out by a Kanawha County judge, parents backed by the ACLU are continuing to fight for the health and safety of their children as students head back to school.
We have to make sure, though, that we always stand strong for your religious freedom.
West Virginia Governor Patrick Morrisey has been passionate when it comes to advocating for religious vaccine exemptions, but there are some who are just as passionate about the health and safety of their children. The ACLU of West Virginia, alongside Mountain State Justice, filed a lawsuit earlier this year on behalf of two parents who worried the governor's executive order could put their kids at risk.
We filed a suit, said that's not the way this is supposed to work. The law is still the law, and the governor doesn't get to override it. That suit was dismissed by a judge.
ACLU West Virginia's executive director Eli Baumwell says the judge disagreed when they asked for an exemption of the initial rule, giving the state a 30-day notice. But now a new judge will oversee the case, and their goals are still the same.
Certainly we understand sometimes procedural disagreements can happen, but we remain very confident in the strength of the arguments we're making here.
The ACLU is now asking for a temporary restraining order for the religious exemptions order.
We're asking the court to basically say that this executive order of the judge does not have effect and cannot be used.
The governor's office released a statement to Eyewitness News saying, quote, Governor Morrisey has always maintained that his executive order to grant religious exemptions is based off the interpretation of the Equal Protection for Religion Act alongside the compulsory vaccine requirements in state code. Our office believes this interpretation breathes life into the existing protections for the free exercise of religion, which is a fundamental value in our state and nation. We look forward to receiving a favorable ruling from the courts, end quote. But Baumwell says that isn't how the law works.
When the governor comes in and issues an executive order that just says carte blanche, anyone who wants to claim this gets free pass, the courts don't even have to do it, they don't have to follow the process set out in that law, that's overriding both the vaccine law as well as misinterpreting the religious freedom law.
Some look at this as more than just a fight over vaccines, though. Charleston attorney Chris Pritt says it's a fight between religious liberties and public safety.
This is a classic example of the tension you have right now between two competing ideas, which is number one, public safety, number two, liberty. I mean, it's a tension that we've seen throughout the history of the Republic. There's a tension there between public safety and individual rights.
Baumwell feels there should, however, be a way to find a balance between both.
No one's saying here that religion doesn't have a role and that people shouldn't be able to freely practice their religion. What we are saying is, in this case, the governor doesn't get to supersede the legislature.
The refiled suit is seeking both emergency relief and a permanent injunction against the governor's executive order. Live in the studio, Bailey Tucker, Eyewitness News.